Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Anti-Social Planet, and today we are checking out Jihyo's Killing Me Good for her birthday specifically. Now, I know that people want me to check out her whole album, but I have a lot of Twice albums to catch up on, so I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but I will get to it, I promise, okay? But we're gonna start off with this song. I'm gonna like meet you halfway and at least do this song. I'm nervous going into this because I know what Jihyo is like, and also the warning is in the title of the song, which I appreciate, honestly. I like that we put the warning right at the forefront of what this is gonna be so that I don't have to like wonder what I'm stumbling into. Like this is gonna wreck me, you know, which is gonna be impressive because I have not settled on any kind of set bias or bias line for Twice, but this is gonna come for me and I know that. So we're gonna check out the lyric video first to just hear the song, get the lyrics, see exactly what we're dealing with, and then I can watch the music video and like actually see her, because like that it'll be too much all at once. Okay, so let's get into hearing the song first. I know I'm not ready. Like even with the warning in the title, there's no way I'm ready for this. Gosh, it's gonna be a whole song just her voice. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Don't at me.
Something that I can't deny.
Ooh. Okay, this like little funky beat to it with these synths. The way that she flipped up into that like airy voice there. The lyrics. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. Just processing, you know? It's fine.
Something that I can't deny. Something that I can't explain. 하지만 너무 특별해. 눈을 감고서 집중해.
She put a vocal slide into it, ma'am. I love those. How I was focusing on like some of the bass and stuff in this, and then she's like, I'm gonna put a little vocal slide into this. Okay, okay.
Something that I can't explain. 하지만 너무 특별해. 눈을 감고서 집중해.
Ugh.
몸이 떠오르는 시간 내 안에 들리는 소리만 듣고 그대로 따라갈래. I'm losing all my senses. You're taking me to places, and you know that I can say it. Killing me good.
Ooh.
Melodies I never knew that I could.
Okay, I know I'm interrupting, I know, but like that drop, that like change, like the way that she got really dark with her vocals, like both getting like deeper in terms of sound, but also like just getting this darker tone to her voice in contrast to those like light breathy vocals that we were getting before. The talent coming through in this, but like, oh, that drop into that chorus and like all of these like synths that are all layered. There's probably choreo to this too. Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not.
듣고 그대로 따라갈래. I'm losing all my senses. You're taking me to places, and you
Like the way she
know
just
that I can
descends.
say it. Killing me good. Melodies I never knew that I
Oh, the bass in this.
could. 네가 만들어주는 네게
That vocal run too. No, the way that we took it. Okay, so it almost sounds like there's like almost this gunshot sound when it drops, which I think is like a good touch with the phrase killing me good. And then the way that they pulled out all the production there, because like with the song, it like, I feel like pulling everything out and having it like just be her voice in that moment while she's saying that, because of the context of the song of like this person kind of taking over everything, right? Like you're kind of consumed by this person because of how you're feeling about them. To have like all the sound taken out, I feel like really pulls from that, right? Like the fact that everything else disappears because it's just like you and this person and the way that you feel about them. I love the production. Like it's so much fun.
너보다 날 더 잘 아는 거야. Oh, you keep on making me say, oh my, oh my.
The lyrics in this though, like, look, she can say about whatever she wants, but I'm just like, man. Like, I just, you know, I feel a little bit flustered to be here, even though I know she's not talking about me, but still. Gosh, there's gonna be choreo to it though. I love how part of this too, like before we get the sound taken out, there's like this like percussion like beats, and it almost feels like a heartbeat, the like speeding up of a heartbeat, and then the silence, so good. Her voice.
I'll let you lose your senses and make you go to places. Then I know all that you can say. Yes, you're killing me,
Oh, the bass in this. Gosh, there's so much happening in the production. Okay, like there's so much happening in the production, which I feel like makes those moments of silence stick out to me, because there's all these little parts of it. Like there's bass, like both there's like a bass line that's being played, and then there's a bass that sounds like just like a beat pad kind of bass, and then there's all these little sounds. It almost sounds like a keyboard, but it has like heavily synthed like sound to it. Like there's so much happening with the production that when you have those pockets of silence, it contrasts so much, and it has this jarring effect. And I feel like that fits with the song too, like the narrative of like, I never thought it would be like this, is like that jarring feeling of like there's so much. The lyric was even like, I'll make you lose your senses. Like I feel like there's such a sensory overload with all of the things happening in the production, which I feel like fits with the narrative of like this all-consuming feeling that you have. And then those pockets of silence where like, I don't know, it's like a moment of clarity or a moment of like where it kind of simplifies itself because you have such this strong feeling that you're not distracted by anything else. And like, you're not even thinking about anything else because you're just like in that moment with this person. So it's just like, it's so interesting sonically that I just like want to pick it apart. She sounds gorgeous. Like the way that she's just going on these like little vocal runs, she's going from like this darker, deeper tone into these like lighter registers. Like sometimes a mix, sometimes it's more like airy and falsetto. Like she's just playing around with her voice like it's easy, you know. Just it's such a cool song. Like, you know, obviously lyrics common for all of us. I feel like we can all agree on that, but like the song itself is just so catchy and like it's so interesting that I just like want to pick apart all the layers. Like I want to see it, right? I want to see what the production team is like working with and what all the different layers were, because I think it'd be so interesting. I love the vocal effect here too. Like she's so much later here. Oh, like she was so late there, and the way that she just like put a little bit more oomph to that note and then just kind of let it fade out. Beautifully done. There's a little cry at the end. I hear those ad-libs. This might be my favorite part of the song. I don't know what it is. I loved that. Like there are so many things that I just want to like pull apart from it. It's like a song, like sonically, the sonic journey of that is like so much fun. And I love that even like the story of the song, obviously like it's pretty obvious what the song is about. I think we can all agree on that. But I feel like because there's this kind of more, I don't know, like obvious story at the forefront with the lyrics, having all of this stuff happening with like the production and the way that she was using her voice, I feel like they just played really well with that, because they could have made it very simplistic, but they just played with like how to make it like the sensory feeling of listening to the song to fit with the experience, the internal experience that's being described in the song. Like I said before, like it feels like there's just lots of stuff happening and it's kind of like overwhelming because it just like encapsulates you, and then you have these pockets where it simplifies itself. And then there's like her voice taking on like these lots of different tones to it. Like it's so good, guys. Like, and I still have a music video to check out, which I'm a little bit scared by. I'm a little bit scared about what the visual is going to be given the content of the song. Honestly, I don't know how brave I am, but since it's her birthday, I will endeavor to make it through. All right, music video. I'm already scared. Okay, like she's real casual. We're fine now. I don't trust myself to be safe. You know, like I'm just like, we're just gonna do it. See how it goes. I'm already a little bit shaky. It's fine. Like, who looks like good eating popcorn? I'm like shoving popcorn in my mouth.
잘 도착했어? 아니, 나 TV 보고 있었어. Yeah.
She looked adorable at the beginning, but we're shifting.
Something that I can't deny. 처음이 바뀐 그 순간 몸이 낚이는
Oh my gosh, there is choreo.
something that I can't
Ma'am. Man, we were already getting some like model vibes with these like filtered little moments. Why is she gonna look like that though? Like, why? Is there a whole choreo video? Are there live performances? There probably are. Like there's probably like a dance practice and there's probably like a choreo video and then there's probably live performances, and I would like to know about all of them for science, obviously.
처음이 바뀐 그 순간 몸이 낚이는 뭔가
That like chest isolation. I don't know if the body roll was necessary. Cute. Ooh, love that image. Okay, anyone who makes her smile like that is okay in my books. To love the like clips that are like mundane life mixed in with this, because I feel like, again, you could get kind of stuck on like the more like seductive side of the content of the song, but I really like mixing in like the mundane. Like it isn't just the like initial attraction. It isn't just something that is more in like the physical realm or like being overwhelmed by attraction to someone in like a moment. There's this like longevity to it, right? So there's this feeling of like, it's not just in those moments of like an overwhelming feeling, it's like an actual emotional attachment. And that's like part of the confusion of the song, right? Like it's affecting her more because there's that emotional attachment there as well. So I love getting that like in the visuals of the music video. I'm panicking a little bit because I feel like if we get into the chorus, there's going to be like a serious dance moment, and I would just like to take a breather before we get there. Love that image, it's so good. Ooh, even like the gun imagery in there. Ma'am. Don't smile at me like that. She's really cute though. Okay. Like I honestly love that the choreo like slowed down, because again that adds into like this kind of like seductive sultriness of the song. But I think also again shows like kind of like longevity of it, right? Like it isn't this quick burning flame that burns out, right? It's this thing that is going to last for a long time. This is a feeling that's going to, you know, we can take it slow and have those slower, quieter moments because nobody's going anywhere. Right? So I feel like it matches with that too. As much as I'm like, I feel like her little smiles and like the facial expressions that she's pulling is a personal attack on me, I feel like it also builds into the story of like, she feels more confident and more herself and more like able to be in her body and her skin and her personality because of this person, right? Like she can have that confidence because it's going to last. The feeling is mutual. Like there's a whole second verse where she talks about how she's like, I can do the same thing back to you, right? And like this person like makes her feel amazing about herself. So she has that like confidence exuded in like the choreography and her facial expressions and the way that she's like holding herself in the frames. Like I love that. And I love that it's interspersed with these like mundane moments as well. Like loving it. Like she knows she's eating this song. Cute. No, we've switched. I said cute and then we switched vibes. Oh gosh, why does she look like that? No. Okay, this whole part. I was like, she looks really cute, like celebrating her birthday and just being adorable. And then we switched, the vibe switched. Like the sound changed, obviously with the song, like it gets darker at this part, but like her vibe changed. I was like, hang on, man. Also, the choreo there with like the like pink top that she had. How are the Jihyo biases doing? Like, are you good? I know this is from like a little while ago, so maybe you've recovered, but like, I know that people were talking about this when it came out, but I wasn't quite as far into my Twice journey yet. But like, how was anyone doing during this? Like, what were the shock waves? Because I feel like it would have been a moment. I gotta go back and like watch other people's reactions and stuff, like, because I bet that people who are been listening to Twice longer than I have, this was the moment for some of them. Like, who came out of this MV a Jihyo bias? I feel like quite a few. I feel like people went into this thinking they knew what who their bias was, and they came out of it knowing it was Jihyo. Like this whole like the spotlight. God, like the fluidity of her movements. Cute. See, we keep switching between cute and then we switch. The shoulder movement. She's so fluid. You better not be crying. Who hurt you? I'll fight them. Wait, no. Okay, we're getting into this thing where it's like she looks upset and she looks like she's going through stuff, and I just realized that a bunch of the clips where she's with like the man, a lot of it is through the filter where it looks like it's older footage. Has it ended? Did I just say that? I was like, it feels like this is gonna last and it's not going to within the story of the MV? Because I'll fight him. I get like if it was like a mutual thing, then fine, I'll respect her decisions. But if it wasn't and he hurt her, just tell me where. Just point me in the direction that you need me. I'll take care of it. We're going back for the note. We have to. She's such a good dancer. See, like, what was that? We're adding in H2O and then you're gonna do that dance move? If they broke it up and she needs a new partner, I volunteer. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If she's looking for someone new. I'm single. Just leave it there.
Killing me good. Yeah, feeling things I never knew that I could. 네가 만들어주는 내게 심청마다 생각이 나. 난 모습에 내가 놀라. You're killing me good. You're making me something new.
That image and like towards like her torso, almost the change in that movement with like we have like this kind of like gun motif in the choreo. Interesting.
심청마다 생각이 나. 난 모습에 내가 놀라. You're killing me good. You're making me something new. Hey, you're making me so brand new. You're making me something new. Hey, you're making me so brand new. You're killing me good.
No, I feel like I gotta go back for the text messages. I need the drama.
Something new. Hey,
Did you break up with him? Did he do something? Man, what did he do? Point me in the direction. I'll take care of you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
you're making me so brand new. You're killing me good.
I'm assuming that was probably his shirt. And she's like, nah. The power in that last shot, though. Can we talk about it? This woman right here, totally fine on her own. Honestly, I kind of love it. I kind of love that in the context of like just the lyrics of the song, it feels like it's about this. I don't know. For me, it felt like this like mutual back and forth, but it does feel a little bit tumultuous if you think about it. Like the fact that you're saying like killing me obviously has this bad connotation to it, and it does feel like all consuming. So there is a kind of toxicity to that of like losing yourself in someone, and like it feels good in the moment, but then the moment that you're not around that person and you can kind of think about it with a clear head, maybe it's not all it was cracked up to be. And I love the end of this where she feels very powerful, and it feels like she's taking control, and she is the one who's broken things off, and she's the one who is like still being confident in herself even without this person. I feel like the MV added like more layers and depth to the story, which I love. I love when an MV can add stuff to my interpretation of a song, because sometimes they just kind of go along with what the lyrics are, and then other times they can like add a bunch of nuance. Doesn't mean like either interpretation is necessarily wrong. It just like adds more, and I feel like it shouldn't just be like a visual along with the song. It should also be like its own story in and of that. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Sometimes you can just have a fun MV because it's fun, but it's always nice when you can like add in those extra layers with it like completely deviating from the concept of like just the lyrics of themselves. I feel like I have come out of that song flustered, a little bit worked up on Jihyo's behalf. I know she can handle herself. We saw that at the end there, but like I'm just saying, like if you need someone, like whether that is to take care of a problem discreetly, or if you are looking for a new partner, I'm here, you know? And I really want to know who like went into that MV and was like, I have a pretty good idea who my bias is in Twice, and they came out of it and was like, I know that my bias is Jihyo. Like, you know, because it definitely happened, right? Like, I'm not the only one who went into this and was like, oh no, I have not chosen my bias in Twice. Jihyo has always been an issue because of like her personality and the sheer talent that she has. Coming out of that, I'm a little bit nervous with the rest of her album. Like, what will happen to me through the process of going through all of those songs back to back? I don't know. But also her dancing, this, like, I know she's a good dancer and she always gives like 110% to everything that she does, but like she was so fluid in the dances, like the parts of the choreo that we got to see in that MV, that it was like mesmerizing. There were certain points where I was just like, oh, like there's such a fluid movement, and she just had like such control, and I feel like that just adds, like elevates all of it. Like the persona that she has in this is so good to match with the song. Like she has such a powerful and in control energy to her in this, contrasted with some of the other moments where they were more mundane. And I feel like now, kind of going through the story of the MV, it feels like those moments that were flashbacks where she felt a little bit more like less in command of herself, less sure of herself, was a little bit more on the kind of like, I don't know, Twitter pated side, you know, like she felt more like she was kind of like in this puppy love mind frame. And then contrasting that with the moments when we had like without the filters and stuff, where she was like doing choreo or being on her own, she had this command and control and confidence that I love the contrast of that, of like, I was a certain person when we were together, and there were parts of that that made me feel very confident in myself, and I grew as a person through that relationship, but on the other side of it, I'm better off. So I love that so much. Like, I have to know all the things about this now. I have to watch all of this, all the stuff. Do I have time? No. But I'm gonna write it all down, and I'll find a way at some point. But I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this playlist to go and see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you miss next time I post a twice reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.